Samantha, what's gone wrong in society is the fact that nobody sits down and gathers their thoughts anymore. We stopped gathering our thoughts.
Don't use phrases that you don't understand.
I understand it.
No,
right?
you don't,
Yes, you do.
because
You
you've
take a
never
breath and
gathered. You've never gathered a thought in your life.
I'm
Like
always gathering them.
seriously?
I'm
No, you're not.
gathering my thoughts.
Not. If anything, it's basically it's like think, shoot, think, shoot, think,
Nope.
shoot.
Nope.
Like
I-
you don't stop to
Mhm.
think. You like think and shoot. You
Samantha,
think
I
and talk.
stop. I smell the roses.
No,
I
you
gather my
don't.
thoughts.
No,
and then
you
I
don't.
gather and then I gather my thoughts.
No, you don't.
And then you know what happens? I can see clear. I can see clear because I've gathered my thoughts.
Huh. Okay, so
Right?
not really.
Yes.
Nope.
I'm just saying that
No,
I'm trying to give you some wisdom. Impart my wisdom on you.
Stop. Impart my
Right?
wisdom. Don't use
Right?
words like that. Like you haven't imparted wisdom for decades.
I impart lots of wisdom.
No, you don't.
Lots of wisdom has been imparted.
No, not
I'm
really.
always imparting it.
No, you're not.
Sometimes I walk away feeling, God, I imparted so much wisdom. I need
so
to sit down and gather my thoughts on this.
There you go. It's like cyclical, right? I spew it and then I got to think about some more. I spew it and I think about it some more.
Samantha, let's gather our thoughts, shall we?
Shall we? Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Samantha.
Lisa.
You know what? Ever since we quit giving a shit about how your week is and how my week is, it's just nicer, hey? Like, who cares? I don't care. Nobody cares. I don't care.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
How's your week been? Good.
I think people do care, but I don't care.
I don't care either.
6.5 years, I cared about your week. Once a week, I would ask and care. Now, it's just one less thing off my plate.
There you go.
I gathered my thoughts on it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I need to ask that anymore.
Okay.
Right? You didn't seem to embrace it. You didn't seem to care about it.
I don't.
I'm like, whatever.
I'm very thoughtless that way, actually.
Well, that's just one of your toxic traits, I guess.
Oh my God. Let's list toxic traits.
I didn't bring it up.
I think that's a great idea.
I didn't bring it up.
That's a great idea. Let's lift our list of Lisa's. Number one.
I did not bring it up.
Telling your best friend she's toxic. Number two.
Hi. Do you remember how we started last week's podcast? Go back and listen to the clip because I said to you, you shouldn't make fun of somebody's face being fat. And you're like, yet I did. Yet I did. And yet I did. Right? So, touche.
Oh, and then people came out and they were like, we're going to support Lisa. Your face isn't fat. Fuck off.
There's my cheekbones. They're not quite as prominent today for some reason.
No, because you ate too much and now they're fat.
Yeah. Your friends of the podcast. That's a toxic trait. Toxic trait alert. Toxic trait alert.
Sorry. If telling the truth is toxic, then away I go.
Listen. I'm not doing this with you today.
I'm not doing with
I'm not doing this.
Stop it.
You know what I'm here? I'm here, Samantha, to tell you and friends of the podcast about an article that I read, which makes no sense in my world. 0 sense. It's apparently 4 esteemed chefs, but I don't know who they were because they didn't say their names. Voted on the best fast food fries. And I know, we've been here, we've done it. But the curly fry from Arby's pops up again.
I don't understand.
As the best. I love a curly fry, but who eats at Arby's?
Who eats at Arby's? And no offense, a fry is not supposed to be curly.
Well, I don't mind a fry being curly. It's just a variation. Right? If it could be a tot and it can be a shoestring, it can be curled.
And it could be what is it? A cross track, crisscross.
I don't think it should ever be a cross track.
That's gross.
If you can only pick 3 types of fries, which ones are you making?
Crinkle, straight, wedge.
I'm doing crinkle because crinkle's number 1 all the time.
Yeah.
Crinkle, straight, and shoestring.
Waste of time, shoestring.
I like a small fry.
God.
I like a skinny fry.
My God, such a waste of time.
But the bigger issue is, where does Arby's come up? Like this, that's got to be an American thing, hey?
It has to be because Arby's is not big in Canada.
Because in Canada we have like 7. Right? We have 7 of them. One in every other province.
Well, there's one in Saskatoon and one in Regina. So.
Right? And when was the last time you ate at Arby's?
100 million years ago.
Yeah, I like Arby's and I like their curly fries, but
You
not
do?
enough to make them number. But they don't trump a McDonald's fry ever,
No,
right? Nothing trumps a McDonald's fry.
no. But there's New York fries, which are pretty damn good too.
New York fries are really good, right? But they're not. I don't think of them. I think of them a little bit fancier. They're a little classier than a McDonald's fries.
They're
'Cause
classy.
you know why? Because they're in a food court with no drive-through window,
That's true.
right? So
That's
that makes
true.
them a step up, right? You got to do the work to get to them.
Yeah. And now I'm hungry for crinkle fries and vinegar.
Oh, and vinegar with a little side of ketchup.
Oh,
Crinkle fries are the best.
the best.
Very best. Those crinkle
Served
fries.
in like a styrofoam container or like
Right.
those brown things, and
Yeah.
and then the vinegar soaks into it and it's soggy.
It's all soggy on the bottom. That's because
Delightful.
only with French fries, especially crinkle fries, would you ever put that much vinegar on anything.
On anything.
Right? It's like we don't even care what happens to your mouth. I don't even care about my tongue.
Nope.
I prepared for this. I'm
Or
ready
you're-
for it.
And as you eat the French fry, you're choking because the vinegar has got caught in the back of your throat.
Right? Like the fumes from the vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah. At my work, they spray down the counter with vinegar and water. I'm like, oh, I need a French fry. I need a French fry.
Oh my
Right?
God.
I know. So I
Yes.
don't know. Thumbs down to Arby's.
I don't understand. We've had this our conversation is the most relevant conversation because
Yeah.
I am the potato person.
You're the
So
potato person, right?
Arby's
Friends of
is
the podcast
not.
that live where Arby's is popular. Is this true? Are they better than? I feel I'm gonna have to put a poll out or something.
Yeah.
Right? Got to get to the bottom of that.
Okay. So I watched the new Joe Coy Netflix special.
I know. And then I felt like I should watch it.
Well, I didn't say you had to.
I don't need you to. He's my guy
just-
too. You don't own him.
Okay, so I started watching it and I was like, okay, this is, whatever. He's talking about sciatica and all this kind of stuff. But I didn't really, because I just remember when we went to him live, we laughed from the moment he got on stage to the time
Yes.
he left, right?
Yes.
I didn't do that with this special, if I'm going to be honest.
I didn't do that with the special either.
Yeah, it had some moments where he talked about mumble rap.
Yeah.
And then he gave an example, and I thought that was funny. When he talked about sciatica, funny. And then he talked about his lactose intolerance, relatable.
I thought relatable, totally.
Relatable.
But
He did a bit of crowd work, which wasn't bad.
no, but the thing is, right, is that if you're a true Joe Coy fan, what came next was stuff he's already done before.
Done. Because he talked about his
How it rips your pussy apart.
yeah.
Right? That's like rips.
He's talking about childbirth.
Yes, he's talking about childbirth.
Except the tactic he took was there was a 12-year-old kid in the audience, and I'm like, oh,
I thought
what are you doing at a Joe Coy show?
Thought it was awkward. That's that you bring that kid with you.
Yeah. And then he was saying, he goes, you do whatever your mother tells you. And then he told the story of the
Because
childbirth.
this is what she did
thing.
for you.
Yeah. So that I actually laughed because,
Yeah.
when he's a little more animated, that's when I enjoy him, I guess.
Right. True.
But yeah, at the beginning I didn't laugh that much.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
I still like Joe though.
I still like him. I mean, I'm not going to give up on him, but I just kind of think that it was, yeah, I don't know. Not, on a scale of 1 to meh, I'm giving him a meh.
Oh,
I'm giving him a meh on that one. Partly because I've heard most of it.
well, that's true.
Right? I'm like, like his whole back half of his act was all what I'd already known, right?
Yeah. Maybe that's why I laughed, because it was familiar.
Maybe. But I did like the lactose intolerant. I thought that was kind of funny.
That was kind of
Right.
funny.
And he found out about it on a date.
That was funny.
tough.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, but I have an interesting question that
Okay.
sort of came to my mind. Are you made for the jungle or the zoo, Lisa?
I'm made for the living room.
No. Are you made for the jungle or the zoo?
What do you mean? Like,
Are
where would I?
you out there in the wild doing your thing? Are you in the zoo where it's like you get fed and you have a place to stay and
Hi.
someone's looking
Yes.
after you?
Yes, I'm in the zoo. I'm totally in the zoo. I don't want to fend for myself. I don't want to have to do it for myself. I want to just be taken care of.
I
100%.
Yeah, because I was just watching, of course. I don't know why lately I've been watching sort of semi-violent things.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
I feel we
And
need
it's
to gather our thoughts on that.
no, we don't. But it's by Guy Ritchie and it's called The Gentleman and it's on Netflix. And I was
Okay.
watching it. It's very interesting. It's British, so that's probably why I like it too. But they talked about are you in the jungle? Are you a jungle person or are you a zoo person? Because that's how this like sort of drug
Where
dealer
are you?
type person.
Where are you living?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like my creature comforts. You know,
Yeah.
I think I can live between both, though. I think I can do jungle and the zoo.
I could too.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I could.
You are not surviving on your own.
What part of the jungle can I
You are not
survive in?
surviving in the jungle.
I will survive if I have to. I will eat that bird.
That's not the jungle. The jungle is like unforeseen events and it's like not planned and nobody's taking care of you and
No. People like to take care of me. I can't control that. Right? I get it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they do.
I'm really likable that way. People that's just my nature.
Yeah, whether people want to or not, they're looking after you, Lisa.
That's just how it seems to be, right? The original latchkey kid that never outgrew it.
Right? You went from grandma low to
right? I still like latchkey, right? Somebody wants to put their hand out and be my friend and be nice to me. I'm all about that.
Yeah, you never ask though. Like you never ask what they want in return. Sometimes it gets you into trouble.
Yeah, but I don't really think I should have to ask. I'll do something nice too. I'll do something nice. I do nice things. I do nice things for people.
Okay. Yep.
Right? Don't say that like I don't. Like you're unsure. Right? I can't hold the car door open for you. It would look weird.
That's not it.
Right?
Oh my god.
Listen, you just have to ask me to do something and I will do it.
Mm-hmm.
I will do it, Samantha.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You'll take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I'm gonna have to gather my thoughts on what it is that you think I need to do. But when I come up with what it is you think I need to do for you,
Yeah.
I will put a plan in place and I will execute it. But I will hope by the time I figure it out, you will have figured out what you needed and you will have solved the problem yourself.
Put a plan in place.
I'm more of a support person, right?
You are always the support person.
I'm more of a support girl.
Who are we kidding?
That's my role, right? That's totally okay. New thing going viral on the TikTok. They're saying that it might, I guess ketchup's all the rage. Ketchup.
It's not new. Why?
No, this is new. Ketchup. What is going to be new with it is they're saying that KitKat and ketchup are going to join camps. Yeah.
In what way?
And become a chocolate bar.
No.
With a ketchup flavor. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. It's called like what do they call it? Like ketchup. Kit ketchup or something. Kit ketchup. That's what it is. It's a Kit ketchup.
Just watching you say that word made me cringe.
It's cringy.
Uh-huh.
Because do you remember back in the day, back in our Gen X days, when ketchup literally was invented to bribe kids to eat? Right? Right? You could dunk anything in with a ketchup on it, right? Yep. And then that's all. Ketchup sold the food.
It totally did.
Some of us didn't outgrow that, and others did.
Huh.
Some of us still love their ketchup as much as they did when they were a kid. Others don't, but not in a chocolate bar.
I feel like someone needs to taste test that first, like dip a Kit Kat in ketchup and then tell us how it tastes. Because is it going to be inside of it? Is it going to be around it?
I think it's the inside.
Like, that's just gross.
Right? But it's not even like it's not even, it was not Snackulator. It's not made up. It's like a real thing that they're
And
talking about.
and coming from the country that has ketchup chips, like
Yeah, right. We love ketchup, but
we love ketchup, but that's just not right.
sometimes you got to just
Slow your horses
slow
down.
your horse,
Take a moment,
right?
gather your thoughts.
Gather your
Is
thoughts
this
and
the
let's think about this now. Let's just
Is
gather
this
our thoughts and think about this.
Is this the direction you
Is-
want to go?
Is this the direction? I think not. I think not, Samantha.
Oh
really
my
am.
God, that phrase can be used for a million times in a million things.
Right?
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna try and work it in wherever I can. Right?
You're going to drive your work people
Right?
crazy.
How about we just take a moment to gather our thoughts? What thoughts? Oh, I don't know what thoughts we're talking about. Just pick some thoughts, take a
Oh my
moment,
God.
gather them, right?
And I
Right?
know that people say that and actually mean it and like, think they're like being all prophetic and
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, like me.
No,
No.
no. You
But
don't
it's-
understand.
But it sounds good though.
You
hey?
don't understand what it means.
I don't know. But it sounds good. That's what I know, is that it sounds good.
I'm such a bitch.
You say that, I don't even care, right? I'm used to 23 years of friendship. I'm used to that shit coming out of your mouth. Here's the thing though, right? Right? You say that in a crowded room, people are gonna stop.
Let's gather our thoughts.
I just feel we need to gather our thoughts. Let's
Here's
gather
another
our
one.
thoughts, shall we?
Let's gain some perspective.
Let's gain some perspective on this.
Oh, that's a good one.
right?
Let's gain some perspective.
You can throw perspective into a conversation. People look at you differently, right? They take you serious, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to throw this at you and I'm just like, whatever, because I wasn't sure what to make of it. I don't know. There was an article I read, and it said, women on their periods make fewer mistakes and pay more attention to detail. One of the examples was athletes perform better and make fewer mistakes on their period.
Oh, huh. I feel we need to put this into perspective and gather our thoughts.
So like, I'm like, okay, so on one hand, I'm sure the person who, like the people who did the study were like, hey, women aren't crazy on their period. They're actually really productive and detail orientated
or as productive as usual
on their period. No, actually they were 25% more fewer mistakes were made. 25% fewer mistakes were made.
I totally understand where my problem is now, right? Because those days ended for me a long time ago.
Women that no longer menopausal.
Right.
We don't. So like that's what we blame our fuck ups on now.
10 years I've been fucking up and thinking that I had a problem, but no, that's natural. You got no period.
Like, so who decided that they needed to study this? And now, like, I get it, because it's kind of positive, because we're throwing some positiveness around women and their periods, because we thought it was negative that women got their period. If women don't get their period, you don't get shit. You don't get babies. You don't procreate.
No. We thought that the period was negative back in 1920. It's not negative now.
People still complain about
of life. Really?
Mm-hmm. People still go, "Oh, you're on your period? Are you seem bitchy? Are you on your period?"
I didn't realize that the caveman had been reinvented. Oh my God, really?
Yeah. So I didn't know if I should take this as like, oh, that's interesting, or great. Thanks for telling us that it's okay for us to have a period.
Right?
And still go to work, be a mom,
right?
Be an athlete,
do all
be
the
an
things.
Astronaut. Like, come on.
I think the one thing that we learn at an early age is that having our period doesn't give you any excuse to get out of anything.
No.
Right? Maybe cramps.
Well, some people have bad side effects of the stuff. Like, legit.
But I believe that only people that get cut slack when they're young and they have cramps is if their mama had cramps. If you had a mama that didn't have cramps and you got cramps, she don't know nothing about that. You'll be fine. Go to school. I feel like I'm
Speaking,
speaking
spe-
from yeah,
experience.
speaking from experience. But I'm in the nurse's room. We'll get out and go back to history class. Right?
Oh
But Gen X
my
kids,
god.
totally though, we totally grew up in a world of if it didn't happen to your mama, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't matter.
True. Very
It didn't
true.
matter. It didn't
Yep.
matter. I don't know. I think that's just a weird.
I don't know. It
Well,
was just weird. And I just thought, how should I take this? Because I wasn't sure how I should take it.
I don't know. That's kind of weird. But here's something weird too. Tell me how do you take this? I read an article that said studies show that the average woman replaces their panty collection only every 3 to 5 years.
Oh.
That's kind of gross. Unless I've just offended a lot of people, then I'm
I
sorry.
think you might
Girlfriends, go
if
treat
they're
yourself to some new Fruit of the Looms.
have. But if they're good underwear, they don't want to get rid of them. Sometimes they have favorites too.
Yeah, I know, but like all things, have you seen men's underwear after 3 to 5 years?
Well, this is true. I
Right.
mean,
So
I think
women's are the
women
same.
I think women just don't think about underwear the way other people, like men, think about underwear, maybe?
I don't know. But they say that they hate the thought of buying something that they can't try on for fit.
For sure.
Right? They say that's the issue. But apparently, older women have found a new panty. It's on Amazon. It's on the Amazon. It's on the Amazon. It's called Amazon Essentials
Uh-huh.
Cotton Bikini Underwear. Apparently, Samantha, they fit like a dream and feel like a warm hug around your bum.
Oh my god.
I want a warm hug around my bum. I want those panties.
Oh my god.
As if you don't want a warm hug around your bum.
You know what? We all do, Lisa.
We all want that. For
We
a
all want
panty.
that warm hug.
Remember when I was wearing the panties with the wrong cut
Yes.
and I had to throw all those away?
Yes, because you're very uncomfortable.
Well, right. It felt like I was in my husband's underwear. It just seemed odd. I'm just saying, right? We should not be afraid to throw away our old panties.
Okay, so is this what you're championing now? Like
Yeah. Come on,
women
girls, change
every
your
s-
panties up.
every 6 months to a year, look
For
through
sure
your
within a
underwear
year. Go
drawer.
through your underwear and throw out. Right?
Go
Because we can always start. Oh, those are our new that time of the month panties. We can start new ones. Right? Because everybody had those, right? Their period panties before
Yes.
period panties became real.
Because they fit better and
Right?
they like provided you with coverage when you needed it.
Right. They
Yes.
seem to be a little higher up.
Oh my god. You know,
Hold
where
it.
were period panties when we were older or
I
when
don't
we
know.
were younger?
I'm okay not having to worry about like that. That we didn't have to worry about that.
Oh my god. Like
Right?
I just
No.
because I'm thinking about like how do you like
No.
wash them? I'm like
Right?
because it was bad enough when it was a tampon and a pad, right?
Right. And you saw the results of that. Right? Right?
Oh my god. Like a period
Yeah.
panty. Like does it show up? Where does it hold it?
Here we go
Does it-
again. We
If you
still,
poke it,
right?
I'm so curious.
Like you know what I think would to me it just feels like it's just gonna be a big old like a big old pocket full of like
Like serious like does it absorb it?
It
And then
can't.
how do you because
And then it's got to be squishy and gushy.
well, but then is it not at some point going to like get too full and then spill out and then it's on your it's on your pants or whatever
And
you're
then,
wearing?
and then it's a geyser. It's a gush.
Oh, I just said
I don't know, but there's people that say
no, they love it.
they love it, right?
Love it.
They love
So
it. They
again,
love
not
that
our era.
flavor.
We don't have to worry about that.
Right? You and I are never going to be okay with that period panty ever.
No.
Because, and you know how I know that? As I gather my thoughts on this, Samantha, I put it into perspective. When you and I both go, means we got no buy into the period panty, right? Okay, I got to shake my head. This week, I got to be in charge of the groceries. I went and got the groceries.
Woo!
I know, right? So I go to a place that bags your groceries,
Nice.
but yet it feels like as though they really don't want to and they think you should because every other place you would. But that's why I come here because you do. And just because I have a really great husband and he does not mean that his wife does. Right? So I shake
Right.
my head at those grocery stores that still think, even though I'm not supposed to be the bagger, that I should be the bagger.
Yeah.
And they just kind of stand there. You have that awkward standing time where it's like, so what? One of us has got to bag these groceries, and
Right.
I'll tell you which one it's not.
The grocery store that's near me, I go to the self checkouts because going to the actual cashier,
Uh-huh.
they don't bag your groceries. So you're like fiendishly putting things into bags. And I'm like, screw this. I'll go to the self serve and be at my own pace.
Because then you don't have any. You have there's no consequences to your speed,
Right.
right? There's
I'm
no
like,
consequences.
what is the point of you if you're just going to stand there?
Like, because, but at the co-op, they bag your groceries.
They do
So
that
it's
at,
not
but they do that at Sobeys too.
they bag them. They'll bag them, but they make you kind of feel internally bad about it.
No, they're usually pretty good about it.
I
As long
feel
as you
I
bring
felt
your own
bad.
bags.
I brought my own bags, right? But I feel as I sat them there, you know what I think? I think they judge you by your bags because I think they want you to update your bags more often.
Well, people are lucky if I bring the right bag to the right grocery store. You get what you get, what's in my bag, in my trunk.
Right? Because have you seen her trunk? There's a dead body in there and 150,000 bags.
And I just keep collecting them. So
She just throws
like,
them in, throws them in.
Somebody, if anybody's having a garage sale and you need like recyclable bags,
You are a hoarder.
I have a lot and I can
You're a
ship
hoarder.
them to you.
You're a hoarder. I'm just saying, right? I shake my head because if I go to a grocery store where I know I'm supposed to bag my own groceries, number one, I won't go to it. But number two, if I go to one that's their job, then I think that's their job,
It is their job.
right? I didn't
It's
work
their
on
job.
Saturday. I don't have a weekend job right now. That's your job. You do. Right?
Very true.
So I'm just shaking my head at that. That's all.
All right. That's a good one. All right. Grocery stores.
Grocery stores.
Figure it out.
You are on alert.
Don't make Lisa gather her thoughts.
Don't make me stand there and gather my thoughts at the checkout. Because they won't be pleasant thoughts.
No, it won't be good.
Right?
All right. Have you heard of the burger dog?
Okay, so I have heard of the burger dog, and I've seen the burger dog in progress.
Uh-huh.
Some are great, and some make me want to throw up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because it's just like seasoned like meat, like raw hamburger seasoned like meatloaf, and it's rolled and put into a hot dog bun and then baked.
Okay, I know what you've seen. You've seen this on the TikTok.
Yeah.
Because it's been all over the TikTok this weekend. Okay.
But I don't know about that.
Because they're putting raw burger
into a bun.
Hot dog bun.
So how
when
done is
it goes
that?
into the oven, that lean ground beef, where's all that lean ground beef fat go?
Into the bun.
Yeah. It's disgusting. Right? I've seen it where they cook the burger first.
Uh-huh.
Put it in the bun, toast the bun, put it in the bun, burger dog. I don't like the fact that I don't think raw meat should go in other food. That's why I never was a big fan of the turducken. Don't take two uncooked birds and cram them together. It seems wrong.
That's true.
Although it's different when I think of stuffing inside a cavity. I'll eat the stuffing.
I will too, actually.
Right? I actually prefer it that way. I prefer it in the bird. But that must be an exception.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
But big chicken is stuffed.
And it's stuffed raw. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So maybe so then my issue. Okay, so now that
so is it the grease in the bun?
Grease in the bun. That's what I'm not loving is the grease in the bun.
Because and then my concern would be, is it cooked?
And is it cooked?
Yeah.
Right?
Is it cooked?
Yeah. And is that bun's been cooking in the oven? I don't know if I want a hot dog bun that's been in the oven for an hour.
No, because that's crusty as hell.
It seems like it's a crusty roll.
Yeah.
Right? I feel there's a golf course. So where all this came from, there's a golf course. I don't remember what city, but it's somewhere on the big PGA tour, and they're known for their burger dogs.
Oh, well,
A-
maybe they
and
know what they're doing.
I think in theory, I think it's delicious, right? A hamburger rolled like a wiener
Uh-huh.
into a hot dog bun. I think that sounds really, really good.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the one that we're talking about here.
I don't know.
It sounds kind of
I'm
creepy.
going to say no.
I'm gonna say pass.
I'm going to gather my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm gonna put it into perspective, and I'm gonna say, I don't know if I want that greasy meat in my bun like that.
Oh, sweet mother of God.
But
Okay.
here's something that I need you to try and put into perspective because I
Uh-huh.
saw you got your new toenails on. You got your new toenail polish all done, pink. Am I
Yeah.
correct?
Pink, pink, pink.
Right. So, friends of the podcast, anytime those toes can be out, they are out.
Out.
Samantha's got them out in her pretend Birkenstocks, and out she goes.
Oh, I love
All
my squishy
I know,
shoes.
right? All the pretty girls got toes like this. That's what she's thinking. But here's the thing. Now that we're on to toenail polish, Samantha, it's in toenail polish news. Actually, that's what I'm going to call this segment. Toenail polish news. Okay, I'm not on trend either because I upgraded from the one that you gave me, but I
Uh-huh.
got the same type of color, right? So mine's is it kind of plum?
It's an ugly beige.
It's not mine. Mine's a little more plumish. Yours was an ugly beige for sure. Mine is a little
Okay.
more plum. And now yours is pink, right? Neither of
Mhm.
us are on trend. The trend color this summer is butter yellow.
I know.
Hang on. Let me tell
Uh-huh.
you why.
All right.
Butter yellow because it's an understated neutral. And that, Samantha, is a statement without the clash. Right? It's an understated neutral.
I would have to see what butter yellow really looks like.
There's going to be times that your pink toes are not going to match something you're wearing. Butter yellow, right? Butter yellow probably would.
Apparently will.
Apparently will,
Oh, okay.
right? My toes are probably too plum. Probably was better with your ugly beige but again, the problem with your beige toenail polish that you gave me is it doesn't come off for 2 years.
Oh my God.
It didn't come off for years.
Yeah, you didn't do it properly.
I know how to take off toenail polish.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Mm-mm.
A little bit of stuff on the thing, rub your toe.
Okay.
Should come off.
All right.
Right? So I'm just saying butter yellow, but that seems like a weird color.
It does. I mean, it does seem very summery.
Yeah. As to like
If you
your
had a
pink.
tan,
If you had a tan.
it
That's why
wouldn't
you
look
get to
good if
think.
you were. It wouldn't look good if you were pale.
No. Well, yeah. Does yellow look good when you're pale? We don't look good
No.
pale, right?
Don't.
We don't look good pale.
We don't look good pale.
We don't look good pale, right? We're fine being pale in the winter months, but once you get to May, we don't look good anymore,
No.
right?
No,
And
we
dimply white
are
is not where it's at.
we are desperate for sun.
Desperate as the days tick, tick, tick down to the vacation that is only for sun.
It is only
However,
for sun.
I'm not going to obsess about that.
Don't upset.
I'm not going to
Obsess. Sorry. Okay. I know that you pause to gather your thoughts,
Totally.
but do you actually challenge your brain?
Yeah, I do. I play Jeopardy. Challenge, 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 challenge.
You don't play
You play
Jeopardy.
Wheel of Fortune. No
You
challenge.
don't play Jeopardy.
I play Jeopardy with the TV. I watch the Jeopardy.
And how well do you do, Lisa?
I'm pretty surprising. Pretty surprisingly smart. You'd be yeah, there's some things I don't know, like Roman art.
Uh-huh.
But I also don't know it. Here's the difference with me, Samantha, that maybe you don't know this about me. I probably am almost a genius on things that I want to know about.
Uh-huh. Which would be what?
Like lots of stuff. But if it's on shit that I don't care about, like Roman architecture, I probably don't know much about it.
So what do you care about? Do you care about your phone? Do you care about baseball? Do you care about your fantasy football team?
Yeah, because that should be starting up soon.
Do you care about what else do you care about?
News. I care about all news, American news.
True crime.
Yeah, I like a good killer. Right? I like the mind of a killer.
You like a serial killer. Yeah,
I like a good serial killer. I like a good murder. Right? So
Yeah.
I feel I challenge my mind. My mind, I can only retain so much, and my mind is not looking to be challenged in new ways. It's
No,
okay
I
where it's
know.
at. It's okay where it's at. It's okay where it's at.
We're
It
doing
don't
good. We don't
right?
need more.
I've gotten through 55 years. I'm okay. It don't wanna try new food. It don't wanna do new things. It don't wanna go on a trip someplace other than in North America. It don't wanna do
Yes,
that, right?
I know.
I don't wanna go to New Orleans and try crawfish. I don't want to,
You basically don't want to leave Canada. Is that it?
kinda. I'd go to, like, California or Disneyland,
Oh
but I
my
don't like rides, so I don't really care much about that either.
No, I know.
But
Oh
why
my
do you
god.
challenge are you Miss Brain Challenge?
Sometimes I do Wordle and I read a lot.
Oh, yeah, always gotta pull out the word the always gotta pull out the reading card.
I do. I read. What am I supposed to say?
I know,
No, I
but that
don't read.
doesn't make you smarter. That's where you go
No,
with
but
this.
I
That's where
also
you
read a
go.
lot, so that makes my brain kind of work, right?
Yeah, well, I read a lot too. My brain works. It just doesn't turn the page. That's where we're different.
Okay. I don't know why you constantly get defensive. Let's just take a moment and gather our thoughts around that.
I get defensive because I know when you say I read a lot, you're implying that
No.
I don't read, which I don't.
You you
I don't read.
you read news, you pay
Yeah,
attention to news, you do all of those things.
yeah.
I get my news from like the E network and
From from the rag mags and Shauna Foster in the
it's
morning.
Shauna Foster in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pretty
that's
much. And
very
Kelly
true.
and Mark. They're usually up on some good stuff.
I've tried to read books,
I know.
but
Your mind is a sieve. I understand that.
my mind, it just doesn't want to pick up on something new like that.
No, it's done. It's over. It's hit its
Right.
capacity.
Hit its wall. No, I'm just maintaining.
Mhm.
I'm in my coasting years.
Well, because isn't it in order to remember one new thing, you have to get rid of an old thing?
Yeah, and I don't really want to get rid of anything because I think everything's pretty darn good. So I'm good, perfectly content.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I did see something very interesting the other day,
Okay.
and I thought this is making me shake my head.
Ooh.
I saw a roller skating turtle.
How?
It was roller skate. It wasn't roller skating. It was skating on a board.
So it was like
A skate
skateboarding?
It was a skateboard. Sorry, it was a skateboard, not a
Okay.
roller skate. And it was a skateboard. And it was a little tiny skateboard. And it was a little
Hang on.
tiny
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
turtle.
whoa, 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 whoa. I just have to gather my thoughts.
Stop. And I'm just like, and it was cute because it was like speeding around and doing its thing. And then I thought, that is not the natural state of a turtle.
This is not, somebody has taken that turtle out of its natural habitat and put
And
it on
given
a
it,
piece of wood.
yeah. So it basically was just rip roaring around the house. And I'm like, I get that people love to play with their pets, but this is just for viral TikTok views and
Totally.
the social media shit. And I'm like, okay, cute, but now that turtle can't go anywhere without the board. Now
Right.
you've made a turtle who should just walk on its feet.
And slowly,
Now it thinks it needs to be a speed demon.
right?
So as that turtle ages, are you getting it a bigger board?
Right? Are you getting it a walker board?
Because now it's adapted. It's adapted to your weird little
Concoction that you made for it.
right.
And it's loving its little skateboard.
I'm just shaking my head at that. I'm
Why
like,
would you do
leave the
that?
turtle alone.
Yeah, right? Put them back in the water.
I mean, it was a pet turtle. Turtles are pets. I get
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But this thing's going to grow.
He's gonna grow, and I don't like it just seems like a lot of work. Then you gotta build a new skateboard. He needs
Is it
bigger
going out?
wheels.
Is it going outside?
Does he have a helmet? Like what happens if he falls off the skateboard? I get he's got a shell, but
He's got a shell.
Does that protect all of them? What if he like stubs his little fingers?
I
Because they
don't
got
know.
fingers.
I don't know.
I don't know. It seems odd. It seems odd.
It just seemed weird. And I was just like, I shake my head at this because I'm like, you are now taking the turtle out of its natural state of being.
Yeah, right?
I'm like,
I don't
stop
know.
that. It's
But-
like people who make friends of squirrels and raccoons and
Oh,
foxes and
but
shit.
that's so cute though.
Like, but what happens to the squirrel when that person moves?
Right. Then they're
What
heartbroken.
happens when the raccoon doesn't find you anymore?
Hi, what happens when my father-in-law feeds a squirrel every day, 2 times a day at the lake, and then I come up to take over and I don't feed that squirrel at the right time? That squirrel, what does he do? He chews his way through a picnic table to let me know 2 things. Number 1, that I suck, and number 2, that I'm gonna have to make an uncomfortable phone call to tell my father-in-law that I've wrecked
because
his
there was
picnic table.
a peanut lodged in between.
Right? And that squirrel was bound and determined to get at it.
Yes, it was.
Keep the pets where they belong,
I'm just wondering.
right? I don't need to see chickens on leashes being walked. Chickens should just be in the pen, right?
No.
It's kind of
All right.
crazy. It's kind of crazy. Do you ever find, Samantha, that it seems like everything is new and improved? Like that's the big thing, right? New and improved, new and improved. You know what? If I was going to do it, I wouldn't do new and improved. You know what I would do? I would do, let's just keep things tried and true. Let's just keep things tried and true.
I think this is your I hate change mode of behavior.
I do hate change.
Yes.
Well,
So
I
nothing
hate forced change.
Yes, nothing would ever be new if it was up to you.
Right. Like I don't hate all change. Like I don't hate change if I've started to change. I hate change that's forced upon me.
You know what I just thought of? You would really do well in like an underground silo where it's turned into its own like world kind of type
Oh yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because I watched this show called The Fallout, and
Yeah.
it was all about these people who thought the world had come to an end, and they went into these silos, and it was 4 or 5 silos, and they all had created this world, and they like made their own food and shit and
Yeah,
whatever.
I could
But
do that.
basically, they lived underground the whole time, and nothing ever changed.
Changed. Perfect. Oh, it's all I want is life not to change.
I think you need to
I would
live
excel.
in that kind of utopia.
Totally.
Because that basically nothing ever changed. Everything stays exactly the same.
And I don't get
Exactly
me
the
wrong,
same.
friends of the podcast. I make changes because I'm forced to.
Uh-huh.
Right? You have to. You're forced to.
You need to go find a silo and start building your own world.
I may have to look into a silo, right? Because I just like to keep things tried and true. Just tried and true.
Oh, the rest of the world just wants new shit. Right?
Not this girl.
I know. But you like your new iPhone that you get every year.
That's different, right? There's a benefit to that for me.
Oh, so it has to benefit you in some
Of
way.
course it does, right?
Right.
I have
Forced
to
change.
I
Bad
have
idea.
to see the reward, right? I have to see the reward in it all.
Oh my God. Yes. Let's take a moment and gather our thoughts.
Let's gather our thoughts on that, shall we? Shall we?
Let's gain some perspective.
Gain some perspective on that, Samantha.
Let's
Just take a moment
Let's
and
think about
it through.
Think it through, get a plan, and then execute that plan.
And execute the plan. That's totally me, right? Make a plan and let's execute it. Right? Life is perfect with an executed plan.
All
With an
right.
executed plan. Life is good.
All right. All right. All right. Well, in that utopia, could you maybe be considered a jack of all trades and a master of none?
No, I think I'd be a master of no trades.
Because that's an interesting phrase, right?
Right? Yeah.
A jack of all trades and a master of none.
That's like, is that similar to the phrase like they know a lot about a little?
Yeah.
Or a little about a lot? Same type of thing, right?
A lot about a little bit about a lot of things.
Right. Which isn't really that positive.
It's kind of, well, is it helpful?
Not really. You know what it means? It means you might be good at Trivial Pursuit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You'll
That's all it
probably
means.
do really well at Trivial
Right?
Pursuit.
Same with the jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
Right? So you know what it means, Samantha? You know what it tells me? It tells me you're a good dabbler. I can dabble.
Oh, you're a dabbler.
I'm a dabbler. I can dabble.
Okay.
Right? But is that what people... I'd be fine with that. That doesn't hurt my feelings.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
But I find that's kind of a really negative phrase to say.
Really?
Yeah. a jack of all trades, but a master of none, right? So you're kind of good at some things, but you kind of might really,
But actually,
you
you're
suck
good.
really at everything.
But you're good. No, not necessarily.
Yeah, you're
You're
good
good at
enough
a
to
lot
get
of
by.
things,
You're good enough
but
to get by,
but there's not a lot of. But maybe there isn't like a massive like.
but
You
you're
don't
just
need to
not that
be,
great.
but you're not skilled in one particular thing.
So
But that
you
means
can,
if you're only skilled in one particular thing, that's very narrow,
right?
right?
So what
When
it
you're a
tells
jack
me,
of all trades, you're like your perspective is a
but a
little bit
master
wider.
of none. So what that tells me, it tells me you can make supper so you can survive. Hence why you're, hence, there's another good word for you. Hence why your
Oh,
cooking tastes like necessity,
yes.
right? But you
Mhm.
can't make a gourmet meal because you don't got the skills.
I could probably try.
Not if you're a jack of all trades. You can just make the
And a
food.
master of
And
none.
master of none means you got no finesse. That's what that tells me. You got no finesse,
Oh, my judgment pants are fully on today, folks.
right? You got no I think it's a bad phrase. Boo to that phrase,
Boho.
right? As I sit and
Fine.
gather my thoughts about that phrase, I think it's a
Oh,
bad phrase.
yes.
Negative.
All right.
Negative. But here's what's not negative. You know what's not negative? And why can't we do it? It costs a little bit of money, but it's
Ugh.
not a bad thing. We both could use the exercise. We don't like to walk. So let's just buy bikes. You want to buy a bike?
No.
And we can go biking?
No.
Pretend like when we were kids and we didn't know each other or like each other back then? And we
No.
could go biking?
No.
Only diff thing is that we're going to have to wear a helmet.
I am not wearing a helmet and I'm not getting on a bike because my fat ass will never fit on that seat.
They have seats for fat asses.
No, I don't care.
There's special seats. There's plus
No.
size seats. Seats
No.
for big butts.
No.
Big butted seats are called.
Big butt seats. That's great.
Something like that.
That's
Something like
great.
that.
Yeah.
Right? And then they're comfier. They got a little more squishy, gushy.
No.
Right? And
No.
our ass will adjust
No.
just like sitting in a bad chair. Eventually, after a
squashing-
long day,
I need to squash your spirit on this one.
I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to help us get
Yeah.
fit.
I'm not riding a bike. I stopped riding a bike a very long time ago.
Did you know that Kelly Ripa never knew how to ride a bike till she was an adult? She said she had a bad experience as a kid and then didn't ride till she was 40.
Holy.
Now loves it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, congratulations.
I don't know. I was like bike riding maven. Back
Well
in the day.
into your teens or your 20s?
Well, no, at some point riding a bike's not cool,
Right.
right? But I think it picks it back up once you get to like 40. I think it's cool again.
Well, you're going to be 55.
I'm gonna
So
be 55.
you've missed that window as well.
Right. But people say we don't look 55, so we could try it now. Just saying.
Oh my God. I did a TikTok trend where it tells you your face age.
Oh, how old were you?
44.
That's such a bullshit.
No,
That's some
44.
bullshit.
And I'm like,
44.
all right. All right.
I don't know.
No, seriously, it was 44.
44.
You do it.
44?
You're probably going to be like 65.
I'll probably be like 16. Look at our foreheads.
Oh my God.
Make a wrinkle.
I got
Right.
11s.
You have the in between your eyebrow wrinkle,
The 11s.
right? Is that what that is?
Yeah, because I'm always scowling at you.
I'm scout. I have
I think you have like weird Botox in your face.
I have no Botox.
I think you have Botox.
It's so weird because you've seen where I come from.
I know.
Apparently, it skips 4 or 5 generations. I'm totally lucky. Thank
Yeah,
God.
I
And
know.
you know what? I deserved something good too. You know,
You do.
right?
You
I
do.
deserved something good out of that gene pool mess.
Oh my God.
Right? That's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right. All right. Okay. So our friend of the podcast, Carrie, sent us a TikTok message saying, thank you for making her laugh and enjoying her walks more. Then says, listen to Lisa and Sam. They'll make you laugh and get skinny. Are we a diet phase? Like, what are we? Are we a diet
Well, nobody. This is the
craze
first
that I
I've
didn't know
heard of
about?
it. It's, why it's not working for us.
No, well, I think maybe she's like walking and listening to us, so she has to walk for the full hour. Sometimes
that's
we go hour
perfect.
15, we go hour 30,
Right?
right? So
We decide how fit she's going to be that day. Lisa and
Carrie,
Sam.
it's probably going to be a good hour 15 on this one.
Always hour 15 minimum, right? Minimum.
Oh, I didn't realize we were like helping people lose weight.
Right?
That's amazing. We're
Right?
good.
Girlfriend, we got you. We got you. Right?
Oh, well, because hopefully you're laughing, you're using your belly muscles, so that's
Right?
getting all tight, and you're walking at the
And you're
same
walking at the,
time.
probably quickly because you're enjoying yourself. I bet you there's endorphins happening there.
Oh, lots,
Right?
lots.
I appreciated that. Thank you. You know what? I get people don't always just want to like, oh, just toot your horn. You know, that makes us feel so good, right? Because that's partly why we do this, is because it's nice to know too that we make a difference,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, it's
You
good.
know,
If what we talk about makes you laugh or,
yeah.
just gets you out of your funk,
Because I'll
that's
be
what we're
honest,
here
when I
for.
used to have to go to the gym when after I had my heart attack, and I had to go and I had to do remember my laps, my
Oh,
walking.
yeah.
I put in my own podcast I listened to, which probably was like kind of narcissistic, maybe I don't know, but I would listen to us. I listened to us too as I walked, and I'm like, I enjoyed it.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
as long as you don't listen to it before you go to bed, because I don't want to hear that we put you to sleep. Right? Right?
Okay. So guys, as we talk about, getting messages and things, connect with us on any of our many social platforms or check us out at our website, which is www.ishakemyheadpod.com, and sign up for our newsletters, check out our blog, and stay to listen to any of our episodes because you can there. If you want to catch our videos, check out our YouTube page and subscribe to get notified of a new episode. Patreon is www.patreon.com / I shake my head. For as little as $2 a month, you get the episode early and an extra episode every month.
And
And
let's
we
just
just
say we dropped an episode with a secret
we did.
this week for the Patreon people.
Yes, and Andrea messaged us about it.
Still a secret. Still a secret.
Still a secret. Shh.
Couple
Patreon
more
people,
weeks.
don't
Still
tell
secret.
people.
Don't give it up. Don't give it
Don't
up.
tell them.
Samantha. I'm not a Mountain Dew fan. Hey, I don't really drink it. But every now and then.
God.
No, every now and then I don't mind a glass, right? Like if it's like
Uh,
I don't know why, like not a big glass, but just every now and then, right? But I'm shaking my head at all the flavors that Mountain Dew has produced. And their new flavor
oh.
is peaches and cream. How is Mountain Dew still Mountain Dew if it's peaches and cream?
Okay, what's the original flavor of Mountain Dew though?
It's kind of like it's not lemon lime, but kind of lemon lime-ish,
Oh, okay.
right?
It's so sweet.
Like I used to love like Crush used to make a lemon lime pop and I loved that so much.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't bitter, it wasn't tart, but Mountain Dew is sweet.
Oh, but now you got me thinking about Grape Crush.
Still out there.
I know, but that's like so good. Like that's like a childhood memory.
No, Fanta Orange was the best.
Oh, Fanta Orange is
Remember Fanta Orange?
good.
Right, Fanta
That's
Orange.
good pop.
Fanta Orange was a good pop.
Yeah.
That was a good pop. But I'm
But
just saying, now, I shake my head at Mountain Dew. Now you're
Yeah.
peaches and cream.
Well, okay. And
Yeah.
again, it's people coming out with new things and
Tried
losing
and
money.
true. Tried and
Tried
true.
and true.
Tried and true. Right?
Oh, God forbid that you should try something new. Hey?
No need to. There's just no need. Somebody's gonna say you got to try. It's the best thing. I'm good, thanks.
I'm good.
I'm
yeah.
not even gonna take you up on the offer. I'm good. Right?
That's so sad.
I know, but that's just how I
You
am.
went and tried the whistle dog, though.
Yeah, but it's a hot dog. That's a hot dog. That's not new to me. It's a hot dog. Right? It's a hot dog, Samantha.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
You have
here's a
so many
question.
rules.
I know, right? But here's a question for you. Made me totally think of you. I was catching up on my Mark and Kelly. Hey, and they won a daytime Emmy for
Yes.
best hosts.
Isn't that amazing?
Gotta say, Mark had to have been the reason because she never won that before, did she?
No, I thought she won it with
Ryan?
With Ryan. I
Oh,
thought
maybe.
she won it with Ryan.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I might
think
just
she
be
did.
making that part up. But anyways, congratulations to them, right?
Yeah.
They were talking about raisins.
Uh-huh.
And it made me think of you, right? Because you don't like raisins.
I'm not a fan.
And then it made me think, do you hate them in everything or just in butter tarts?
I hate them in butter tarts. I hate them in bread. I hate them in a scone.
Bread?
Yeah. I hate them in a scone.
Do you hate them in a bagel?
Yeah. Um, I will eat them as like a snack, like by
Okay.
themselves. I'll eat them by themselves.
Yeah.
But when raisins are put into things, I'm like, why are you doing that?
What if they're in a rice pudding?
Why are you put no?
I wouldn't eat the rice pudding either. That's ugly food. Ugly food.
That's so gross. Why would you put a dead grape into your food? I don't get that.
I
I
love
don't get that.
raisins. I love raisin
No,
toast. I
no,
love raisin bagels.
no,
I probably don't love the raisin bran, but maybe I
no.
will in a few years. I
I'll
don't
eat
know.
raisin bran.
Well, see, then there, don't say that I'm all weird with rules because that's
Yeah,
weird.
because the raisin is outside of the bran flake. It's not attached to the bran flake. It's not in something. It's like outside of it, and you scoop it.
Then why wouldn't you eat it with rice pudding?
No, the idea of raisins in rice pudding is.
Would you eat rice pudding?
Yeah, I like rice
Ew.
pudding.
I would never.
Yep.
That or tapioca? No, thank you. No, thank you. It just made me think of you because I'm like, I know somebody who hates a raisin,
Me.
and I don't understand because I could eat raisins in the box.
No, I like
I-
raisins in a box.
but you just don't like them if they've been wrapped in food.
Ugh.
Oh, not me. Like a piece of raisin toast. Like I purposely don't buy a loaf of raisin bread because I will eat that all in one setting. I could eat the whole loaf in one setting for sure. Not the crust, right? Because I cut that off, but
All right.
like the middle, so
No.
good, so
No.
good.
No. Cinnamon toast, maybe. Raisin toast, never.
And no raisins, no cinnamon raisin bagel. No Dutchie with the raisin.
Oh, worse.
No oatmeal cookie with the raisin.
No, I don't like oatmeal cookies with raisins.
No, huh?
Like I'm just that person. I'm sorry.
It's kind of weird.
I know. Whatever.
Kind of weird.
Deal with it.
Whatever. I'm just saying. It was just an observation made by our friends.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So I read an article.
Uh-huh.
And it's interesting because I was like, oh, I wonder, how does that work? It's a Missouri restaurant. They set an age limit on the customers that they allow into their restaurant.
Oh,
It can only be women under 30 and men under 30, or it can't be women under 30 and men under 35.
wow.
So you have to be over 30 as a woman and over 35 as a man. And apparently it's to keep the drama out of the restaurant and to make it a better dining experience for all.
Then leave the kids at home.
I'm like, that's funny.
It's kind of segregating people.
It is, but you know what? Apparently they're busy all the time. Yes, they've gotten horrible Yelp reviews because they won't let young people into their restaurant. But
Wow.
that's not the clientele they want. They want a certain kind of clientele, and it's not young people because they feel that young people bring too much trauma.
Interesting.
Isn't that weird?
I don't even know what to say to that.
So it's like no kids, no teenagers, no 20s, no 30s, but it's
30s.
like, but why is it women under 30 and men under 35? Like they went 5 years older for men, which I thought was funny.
Is that because men mature later?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Huh. They think women are probably more dramatic than men.
I don't know. It was just very bizarre.
Interesting. I don't really understand that. Like I get like have a baby-free environment, pencil me in. Kids can't come. I'm there. Right?
Could you imagine if restaurants did that?
It'd be perfect.
I'm sorry. Your children are not welcome to eat in our establishment.
Like I can't tell you how many times as kids out to the car we went while my mom and dad kept eating in the fine dining restaurant.
Right. No, children should not go to fine dining.
We used to, but we also would behave. And there was a story once growing up where my mom used to say that the maitre d', a young couple, were having their anniversary and said, "Oh, they don't want to sit near our family because they had kids." And the maitre d' said, "Those McIntyre kids will not interrupt you whatsoever." No, why? Because we were threatened. We were threatened. You'll never ever come out and have shrimp cocktail again. There'll be no more Shirley Temples if you mess this up.
Yeah, and that is how our parents parented.
Right? Threatened you. Right?
It was a threat, and it was a smack across your head.
Exactly, right?
Or a pinch of your underarm.
And if we were bad, we would have to go to the car, and we would sit in a cold car until my mom and dad were done supper. Nobody cared that there was kids. Nor did they care if you were in a hot car either, I don't
Nope.
think, right?
Nope.
All
Nope.
back in the 70s when they saw kids in a car was, "Oh, they've been bad. They've been bad," right? The mom has had it. She's gone to the grocery store. The kids are been bad. They're sitting in the car,
Oh my God.
right?
So the times are so different.
So politically different. Right?
I just
Totally.
thought that was really weird. So
That's bizarre.
it is a
And
little
have fun
bizarre.
enforcing that, I think.
Well, apparently they're pretty good at it. So
Well,
have made a lot of people upset.
ah, interesting. I kinda get it
Uh,
though,
yeah, I get it.
you
Whatever.
know?
It's
Yeah,
their restaurant. They can do whatever they
they can do
want.
whatever they
They
want,
can do
right?
whatever they
If they
want.
don't feel that it's like retail suicide, then go ahead, do it.
Yeah,
It don't
exactly.
matter. Yeah.
Okay, so I have an eye shake my head because oh my God, this weather is driving me insane.
I know, it's so crazy.
If it can be cloudy and not rain, it can be sunny with no clouds.
Totally, it can be. There's no excuse for this weather,
The
right?
only good day over the weekend was Sunday,
Yes,
and even Sunday was not that warm.
and it was nice at 4.
It was nice at 4.
Nice at 4. It was nice at supper time.
Yeah. And all it's done is piss poor rain.
Yeah,
Like that's it.
that's it.
That's all we're
It's done.
getting. We're
Yeah.
just getting rain.
And now we're probably getting too much rain. Now we're probably hurting the farmers,
They haven't put in their crops yet. That's
right?
not good.
It's not good. It's not. There's nothing good about this, right?
Oh
Samantha,
my
I can't start worrying about weather. I can't. I can't
I'm
do it.
just shaking my head because all I want to do is just be warm.
Yeah.
And I'm still carrying a coat. I have my umbrella with me all the time. It is ridiculous.
Yeah. It is not a good feeling. I haven't even tried to see if my not commando, my what are those capris I have?
Oh, your army capris.
Camouflage.
Air
My
camouflage.
right? My camouflage capris still fit because I haven't needed to wear capris yet.
No, because it's not warm enough to do
Right?
that.
So on a Saturday, I'm still in my blue jeans. Right? And you know me, always got my sweater. Always got my trusty sweater.
Yes, because you know what? It's freezing outside.
Freezing cold, right? It's
God damn it.
Okay, so I saw it was actually an old TikTok of ours.
Oh.
And it brought back some things that I gathered my thoughts on. It was about when I wanted to do the cutback diet.
Remind me.
So just the cutback diet, right? Because diet is so negative, right? Because you know what
So
diet
harsh.
stands for, right? Don't ingest everything. Right? Like that's a nice acronym. Thank you, diet. Your diet. I get it. Don't ingest everything.
Don't ingest
And then I
everything.
just think that if we just do the like if we just do baby steps and we just do the Lisa's cutback diet, we just cut back. Right? Because it's not realistic to think we're not going to eat French fries. We're not going to have a snack. It's not realistic. But we can say that we're not going to do it as much. Or maybe not every day. Right? Like I'm going to cut back on my donut. Starting
and not have a Timbit. And not have
starting
Timbit.
tomorrow. Today I didn't have a Timbit. I just had the donut. Right?
So you're going to cut out everything then?
I'm just cutting back.
Okay.
So maybe instead of 2 Timbits, I'll just order 1 Timbit. Because then I feel like I'm still getting my joy, but I'm not overjoyed.
Maybe you should just get 2 Timbits and no donut.
I think the calorie is about the same. So then I have to go on the side of donut because it does make me a little happier than 2 Timbits. Right? Because it's the sprinkles.
It is the sprinkles.
Right? I'm just saying everything seems really negative. And I think then we talked about lifestyle change.
Oh.
And that seems so extreme. Because when you say you have to have a lifestyle change, that's making it seem like everything in your life sucks and is wrong and you have to change it all. And that
Oh my God.
don't seem right, Samantha.
And that flies in the face of Just leave it alone.
Just leave it alone.
Tried and
leave
true.
it.
Just leave it alone.
Tried and true. Just leave it alone, right?
Forced change, not her thing.
Forced change, not my thing, right? Don't force me to change my lifestyle.
Oh my God.
I'll just cut back because
Okay.
that's my decision to cut
All
back,
right.
not somebody forcing me to do something.
So do you really think the cutback diet is going to be your gig? Like you're really going to do this?
Yeah, I did really good till I had cheesies today because I had a coffee
Oh my
and my
God.
donut. That's my goal, right? Coffee and donut, and then supper. And then I felt like cheesies. I only ate half the bag though. I saved some. Right? So I cut back. Normally I would have eaten the whole bag.
You would have. Yeah,
Right?
you would
And I
have.
cut them back and I
Yeah.
saved some for tomorrow.
All right. Good.
Right? And I felt
Look
okay.
at you. Restraint.
Right? Just a donut, not the Timbits.
Go, Lisa.
I'm just saying it doesn't always have to be so negative.
Okay.
Diet. Don't ingest everything. I didn't ingest everything to start off with diet. Right? It just seems a little aggressive.
Okay. Well, it's your diet, so you determine what that looks like.
I don't feel my lifestyle needs to change.
Then don't change it.
I feel I need to cut back.
Then that's what you do.
And that just seems unthreatening. I'm just going to cut back.
You're just going to gather your thoughts on that one.
I did gather. I already gathered my thoughts on that. And I decided I'm going to cut back.
Okay.
That's what I think.
All right.
I don't know, Samantha, because I don't know. Because you know what? Because I know I got new bathing suit bottoms, but I never got a top. And I know I need a new top.
Oh my God. This is where it stems from.
Bathing suits.
Stop it. You know what, Lisa? I swear to God, every other week you're coming up with a new diet. I am exhausted at this point.
I know.
I think you should just eat what makes you happy. You very rarely eat. So I think you should just eat what makes you happy.
I just want a bathing suit.
And just take a fiber gummy so you can poop. I mean,
right?
That's half your problem right there.
Yeah, but then here's the thing, right? So you take that fiber gummy, but you need to train it to poop when you want it to poop. not to just poop when it wants to poop.
Yes, that's the problem, Lisa. You're going to have to train it.
Got to train the fiber gummy to not just poop on its own.
Right. Yeah, that's the problem.
It's not easy being me, Samantha.
All right. If anyone were to listen to this, and if they've listened to all 404, this is 404, so 403 episodes, they will have listened to you talk about dieting and diets and the things that you'll do to lose weight for like almost every other episode.
Game on. Right?
Oh my God.
I'm in it to win it.
Yeah. Oh, really? Don't think you're winning.
I'm not winning. That's the problem, right?
I don't think you're winning.
I have to get a new bathing suit and I don't know what to do. Right? Because I don't want to try it on at the Walmart.
And this is where everything stems from.
Right.
Okay.
Just saying.
All right.
Okay.
All
right. Thanks for the support.
You change your mind every other week. It's hard to keep track.
Just assume I'm always trying to be on a diet.
Okay.
Right. Some days it's successful. Other days it's restarted to a new one. It just depends.
Some it's just donuts and coffee, and that's the diet.
But I never lose weight on just that diet ever.
No.
I stop eating. I don't lose weight on the stop eating diet either. I don't know. It makes no sense.
Because your body is like, oh my God, she's not eating. I have to keep everything that she consumes.
But then I talk to it and I'm like, hey, body, guess what? It's Lisa. You don't. We're fine.
It doesn't agree with you. It really doesn't agree with you.
Got a mind of its own.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
But I do need to ask.
Okay.
Actually, I'd like you to share.
Oh.
I need you to share with the class your thoughts on why you don't like asparagus. I learned something new last Friday.
Really?
Yeah, and I feel like, let's have Lisa share with the class.
I don't like asparagus because
why don't you like asparagus, Lisa?
Because the top of the asparagus is cooked really good and nice and yummy, but the stick is hard. And I don't like that in my vegetables. I don't like a hard stick and a yummy top. Hate that. I hate that stick. It's the same with the broccoli, hard stick,
Right.
right?
It
Sometimes what
is.
you get lettuce with long sticks. I don't like that. I don't like sticks like that on my vegetables, right?
Yeah.
And the asparagus has a particularly thick, woody stick, similar to wood.
Yes.
And I just wish that they could find a way to make that whole thing cook up nicely.
I don't know. I've never had problem with asparagus.
If I was going to be a chef, and I could be because I have the qualifications. Remember, I won the award at the Christmas
No,
baking
you
contest,
don't.
and I watched the shows and the whole bit. Right? Remember, is it cake? It's not cake.
Uh-huh.
The whole bit, right? I would do asparagus tips only tips. Nobody wants the stick. I would do broccoli tips. I would just only do tips. All my vegetables would be served in tips.
What if you just cut the stem into tiny little pieces and then sauteed them maybe?
Oh, then why do I want to eat flavored toothpicks? That's what that's going to taste like.
I don't know.
'Cause that's what a stick is. It's a small stick is a toothpick. It's
And
a toothpick.
why do restaurants have asparagus and broccolini as their seasonal vegetables?
Like, you know what? Because they're trying to be all fancy.
Answer.
Let's just have a carrot. Let's just have it. What would you pick? What would make
Whatever
you not
happened to the dish of like
mixed
corn
veg?
and carrots?
Just the mixed veg in the little ramekin dish. Just bring that guy back. Nobody ever cared. Nobody judged that.
Whatever happened to that?
It was good in the diner. It was good. If it's good enough for the diner, it's good enough for the dining.
Right?
Right? Because you can't go wrong with a can of mixed veg.
No, you cannot.
Right? Like, what would you? Okay, so we're at a fancy restaurant. You don't want to make any changes. What vegetable would you pick for them to have?
Broccoli. Nope. Brussels sprouts.
You'd pick Brussels sprouts.
I like Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. If Brussels sprouts was the seasonal vegetable, you would not change it for anything.
No.
I probably would.
I know.
Remember, we were someplace.
you don't
Remember they had beets.
Oh,
Was that
yeah,
the
was
keg?
that gross? That was gross.
Not to me. It was delicious.
Yeah, it might have been at the keg.
It might have been the keg.
Yeah,
And
it
it was
might
like
have
a
been the
warm
keg.
beet. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
I would keep carrots.
I would keep carrots too.
Right? I would keep carrots. And what about just a nice like yellow green bean medley? What about a medley of beans?
Oh, I hate green beans.
Right? What about a medley of beans? but beans from the garden, those beans.
Oh, the long ones, yes.
Yeah.
Not the cut up ones, like
not
frozen
the wax
ones.
beans,
Is that
not the
what
wax beans. Those are nasty.
Oh my god.
Right? What about but then again, just go back to old tried and true, which is the mixed veg.
Oh my god.
Right?
You know what? You know what we need to do is we need to go back to the restaurant that has Big Chicken because they do their vegetables in ramekins.
They do their vegetables in a ramekin, right?
But that Big Chicken is still pretty damn good.
I've never had one that's ever come close to beating it.
No, and the tomato sauce is to die for.
It is, right? However, the glass of wine could take the nail polish off your toes.
Well, that's true. They are bad.
It's really bad.
It's really bad.
But it's been a few years. Maybe it's changed.
Maybe. You never
Who
know.
knows? We probably
You
should
never
try it
know.
again one day. It was good food. It was good hearty food.
Hearty.
Right? Like get like a roast beef sandwich with smothered in brown gravy and a ramekin of those round carrots. Yum.
Oh
Right?
yeah. That's the blue diamond though. That's the blue diamond.
Bring back the diners.
Yeah. It
Right?
just I don't know.
It's good.
It's
food.
just good comfort food.
Sticks to your ribs. Sticks to your ribs, Samantha.
Oh, all right, guys. We would love your feedback on what we talk about. So check out our website, www.ishakemyheadpod.com, and leave a message or a voicemail. You might just find it being mentioned during an episode, like Carrie, though she left it on TikTok. But still, the point is she left a
still got
message.
it.
She left a message.
She left a message.
Check out our swag at Threadless, which is www.ishakemyhead.threadless.com. We want to thank John Domingo for putting together our audio and our video for our episode.
And thank you to Samantha because she is traveling this week and yet still understood the importance of putting out a podcast. Because how do you break this streak.
You don't. You just pack it in your suitcase.
You just pack it in your suitcase and off you go.
Pack it in your suitcase.
Pack it in your suitcase. You record a day early. That's why there's no talk of Tuesday.
No, sorry,
Because
guys.
we're not at Tuesday yet.
We are not.
But you get a podcast.
You get a podcast.
But you get a podcast.
You get
All
a podcast.
All right, Samantha. I got the last bit of the Oilers game and the Jays game to catch.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Go both teams in Canada.
Yes.
Right?
Well, the Oilers lost last night, so.
They lost the night before.
Okay. Well, whatever. They lost though. First game.
Okay, don't. I am not ready for this with you. Not ready for this with you. Not ready.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right, Samantha. Always a pleasure.
It should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.